afternoon, our viewers. My name is Abraham, and this is Abe's Trouble. And this is my wife here, Esther. Say hello to the viewers.
Good afternoon.
Today, we are going to talk about our marriage life here in the UK and the experiences that we have gone through. We're also going to maybe compare and contrast about marriages in Kenya and marriages abroad or in the diaspora. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us, and also like our videos. And as a community, we have a big community here so that we can speak together and so that we can nourish each other. Any comment, whatever you want us to speak about, we are going to speak about it. So welcome very much.
Thank you. So today we are talking about marriage life in the UK. We will start with how we started, because when we came here, we were more of a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Then we got married, and then we started having children, and we had our careers, and we didn't have our parents or people who we would look up to when we got married. So most of the time, our friends were all single, so they were all just starting. So more or less what we have now is about us and our friends. So most of the things we have runs from our friends and us and the books and maybe past experiences from our parents or where we came from.
Yeah, the one that I call osmosis.
Yeah.
The things that happen, like for example, myself, I've come from a family where dads or the fathers work very hard. They are not so much in hands-on things in the house. There's not a lot of relationship with the children because they're working far. Like my dad was working very far, so we didn't see him a lot. But he provided for us. That's my background for. So I sort of have that sort of thing in my system.
Yeah, so me, I come from a background where my dad was working from home, so at home or coming every day. And coming from Kenya, our men, they don't cook, they don't wash. We even literally wash for them, we do everything for them. So it's quite very different when we came here, when things has to change because it's a different environment.
I think all men, we should go back to Kenya and take our women back there. If everything can be done for you, then that's I think that is a very good advantage here. I was watching another video about people coming from America to Kenya, and they are saying in Kenya you feel like you're a man. And women also say they feel like they are women, didn't they?
The women feel more feminine in Kenya because the men provide. They don't have to work. If you get your money, it's all about you doing your own stuff, even if you're a career woman. But things are changing.
Yeah.
But coming from our background, our mom were more feminine. They do more things about women, like cooking, cleaning, looking after children. So that background, we came with it, all of us. You have your own background. Yeah. So, but when you come here, it's a different story. Because as a woman, you are expected to work. You have to work to bring up some income.
Yes, because the expenses here are very high.
Yeah, and as well, as a dad, I expect you to look after the kids.
Yeah, it was, let me say, it was not a shock for me to be able to bring up children, to look after my son when we got him, because I didn't have a past experience because we came as she said, we came as boyfriend and girlfriend. So we got together here, and everything was new. I was actually happy. Looking back, I've realized it's actually better to be able to be very, very close to your children when you're doing everything, changing diapers, cooking for them, making them the, what did you call this milk? Powder milk
Formula.
or formula
Yeah,
milk.
even now you can cook. They are not
Yeah.
even scared to ask you, Dad. When they are younger, now they can ask you to cook. They will cook for themselves. But
Yeah.
when they were growing up, I don't think they are afraid. I don't think I would ask my dad to cook for me. So even now, if I go home, I like now my son would come and tell you, what are we eating? He can ask you, what are we eating? But I don't think you can
By
ask
the
your
way,
dad for that.
did you ever see your dad cooking?
Yeah,
Have you ever seen him
I
cook?
have seen him
Okay.
cook some occasionally, like once a year. Maybe he'll cook us some meat or some dumplings. So he can
I
cook.
mean,
But
frying some onions and
not
cooking
the
gimas.
complicated meat things. No, it's just meat.
Oh, okay.
He'll do meat and dumplings. When
Dumplings, he did even the dough.
I don't know what was happening, but he used to do that.
Oh,
but I
okay.
can't remember what was happening because we are just excited he's cooking.
You even get excited because
Yeah,
he's
because
cooking.
I think we even felt his food was very nice. Because one time, I think it feels so special.
Yeah.
So yeah, he wasn't a cook, but those days he would. And the way he cooks the meat is not like the way my mom's cooks. So he will cut big chunks and just throw them. So we used to enjoy that.
I don't remember seeing my dad cook, actually. I can't remember. But I think maybe once, I can't remember that. But when we used to visit him where he used to work, no, I didn't see him cook, to be honest. Dad, if you're watching this, I can't. I didn't see you. But those days it was fine. It was fine. So it doesn't mean that I don't cook because of that. So and another advantage of Kenya, a lot of people could afford
house girls.
Yes, people that would help them in the house.
Yeah. So here you can't afford somebody to be coming just to cook for you with a normal job. If you're middle class or lower class, I don't think you can afford to get somebody to cook for you. It will be very expensive. But at the same time, when you look at you have improved your cooking skills.
Myself. I'm a very good cook, by the way.
When you're cooking.
Chapatis.
Okay. So, you are good at some things. And because of we were brought up being more feminine, so I tend to do a lot of housework. And also when I was bringing up the children, I was used to doing more housework. But you help when you can. But you also laid back sometimes. So.
But it's because I've been working for many, many hours. I mean, long hours. So when I go from the morning until in the evening, so I've just come in. Before I shower, it's 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the night. But being a housewife or doing these things in the house, it does not mean that you are more feminine. I think it's just the knowledge or the things that we have now in the society that we live in.
You can say you don't feel
the society
feminine.
That we
like men, why they are saying men, they feel more masculine because I think masculinity is men being taken care of by the women. That's the simplest way. They want the women to do
think so?
And as women, femininity is when you are like the man is taking care of you, like you are bringing in the money.
And you sorting out the money. Or
like providing. And then I have to feel secure and I have to feel like I can stay home, look after the children. That's how it is.
Yeah, because it's surprisingly, but nowadays society, or not the society, the environment that we live in has forced us.
Yeah.
Now we have to do everything.
But looking at it now, in our marriage, I think sharing the roles.
Yes.
And you don't. Sometimes you come. Maybe I'm not home, or you would cook.
Yes, I know.
If I go traveling, you would cook.
Yeah, chapatis every day.
Yeah.
I cook chapatis every day when we are here, and even
very unhealthy.
And we try to even cook different kind of tastes.
Don't try that at home.
Including
don't try that
orange
at home.
Orange taste chapatis.
Well,
lemon.
My children, they're like, Mom, when are you coming back? This man is gonna kill us with his own form of chapatis and doing all stuff, all trials and errors. So anyway, so that is the best thing about. I think the best thing I have found the marriage here is because we work together.
Yes.
We try to be friends, and because here literally you are forced to be friends.
Because you are always together.
Because you're always together. People don't go to the pubs like in Kenya, like the way a man come from work, go to the pub, then come very late in the evening. No, here tomorrow there is work.
Yeah.
You have to look after the children because maybe the wife is going to work. So we realize you have to be home before I go to work.
Yes, because these children, you can't leave them by themselves.
You can't leave them until maybe they are 12. And the 12-year-old one can't look after the other ones.
No.
And at night, you can't leave children for the night until they are 16.
Yeah.
So is something else. Anyway, that is how it has been. And I think more or less you have to grow loving each other.
Yeah, the most important thing that I've enjoyed in this journey of the marriage here is that even your children, you have to talk about them together. I have a very close relationship with my children because I have to taxi them everywhere. I have to take them to football, to take them to activities, to take them to school when they were young. So you tend to have a very close relationship. And that is very, very important.
And it's also, very nice. Yeah, and it's growing up. Yeah. As a man, that is, like sometimes back in Kenya, you don't feel so close to your dad because you are not talking to him regularly. You feel like you are mom child. You talk to your mom, you want something, you talk to your mom. Here, they can say anything. They can come, Mom, I want this. Dad, I want this. They will even try and confuse us. If dad refuses, they will come to me.
Yeah.
So they will try and get what they want because they feel they can ask dad, they can ask mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think children, according to you, the children have contributed? Do they bring us together, or do they make us have? What would make us now feel apart?
In marriage, marriage comes in a family. Let's say family. Children, they feel safer because your marriage is intact.
Yeah.
So our relationship brings our children. It puts our children in a better position.
Yes.
And they feel more comfortable because you are together. Because even when you argue, you will see them like, what's happening? So I think when marriage, you take care of each other.
Yeah.
Then it's easier to take care of the children.
Yeah.
So what do you think has contributed to, let's say, strong marriage or happy marriage?
Happy marriage.
Yeah.
The first thing that has contributed to me feeling happy and comfortable is because first I am who I am, and I don't do things to please you. I do things to make sure that this marriage works. I'm not doing things.
You don't do things to make me happy.
I don't fake things. That's what I mean.
Okay.
I don't fake.
Okay.
I am me.
Okay.
If I'm taking you out for dinner, that is me.
Okay.
If I buy you nice things, that is me. So I am not doing it because I want to, there's something I want out of it. It's because of loving you so much. So I just do it I am not waiting for a payback.
Okay.
Yeah, I just do it because of the love that I have, or I value the relationship that we have, and also, what was the question?
What makes a happy marriage?
Okay, so now being myself happy makes you happy.
Yeah.
So as I always tell you, joy comes from within.
I thought you would say, you make me happy.
No, when joy comes from inside myself, yeah.
I don't make you happy?
No, you make me happy.
Okay.
But when I am happy, I inject happiness in everybody else.
Okay.
So I'll make you happy as well. But if I'm not happy, I'm gloomy, everybody will be gloomy. You'll be thinking, what's wrong with this man? So I try my best to do the things that I think will make you feel safe, feel comfortable, feel happy, all the things that will make you feel comfortable in this place. Those are the things that I do. I'm just who I am.
Okay. I would say a happy marriage is when people, you as a wife, create a peaceful home. Try as much as possible to create a peaceful home where everybody, when you come, there's peace. Well, when I was young, I was always like, I want things to be perfect. I want the house to be very clean. So sometimes you are like, okay, it's good. But sometimes you are very tired and very moody because everybody you see, like, they are expecting you to clean and everything.
Yeah.
But after some years, I realized it's better to have, even if the house is dirty, it's not the end of the world. You learn to make a house a home.
Yeah.
And a peaceful home where everybody, when they come, they feel at peace. I try now, I don't nag anybody. Hopefully I stopped nagging. But am I a nagger?
No. You're very good, to be honest.
I try to be as peaceful, to make a home peaceful. And also to be maybe very kind and supportive, especially to our children and especially to you as my husband.
Yeah.
I try to support your vision, support your goals, and also you support me in whatever I'm doing, and also maybe even good communication in whatever we are doing. We try to support each other.
Yeah.
And I think even sometimes, even in decision making, we are like, some things I'll come with big ideas.
Yeah.
And you come with your big ideas.
Yeah.
And sometimes you will refuse, and I will refuse your ideas. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. But after communication and so many thoughts and talking about it, we see somebody where they are coming from. We support each other.
Yeah.
So I think is based on communication is good in marriage.
Those days, I remember when you wanted something or I want something, I would just say, I want it now and now and now, and I've thought about it. But now I realized as you grow old, you're like, okay, you have thought about it. Just give me time for me to think about it as well.
Yeah.
So we'll think about it, and the time you're thinking about it, I'm also thinking about this big idea that I came with, and I'm also thinking, maybe not, maybe. And we also pray about it, actually. Yeah.
And also being Christians, because we are good Christians.
Yes.
And we love God. And we have really tried to put God in everything.
Yes.
Like, especially in marriage, because sometimes some things are difficult. You can't change a person. When you get married,
Yeah.
or before, you can't change a person. You can't change the way he has brought up just in a day. Even to rhyme, to be people with the same focus and views.
Yeah.
It takes God.
Mm.
So also one more thing I would say about marriage is it takes God. It takes God, and it takes a lot of communication. And also, people change as they grow old. Since we met,
Have I
people
changed?
change.
I haven't
Oh my
changed.
God! Even now you have started changing, and I'm like, this man is changing. Maybe he's turning. Is it called the youth of old age?
Yeah, so I'm turning now.
Yeah, you're turning to the youth of old
Yeah,
age,
you have to
and
look.
like the old age of the youth.
Yeah.
So
So,
we'll talk about that next time of the old of
so
the youth age.
the key things we said is communication,
Yeah,
and we said is like
support.
supporting each other in everything. But the number one thing is just praying together.
Yeah.
Like every day, we pray together and we pray to God to help us navigate this journey, because it's a journey, this marriage.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we have to navigate it, and also pray for our children, because they can be a challenge and they can affect the family that the relationship, our relationship. They can affect a lot, especially when you are like if we are biased. So if you say something, if I say I've banned Kayla from the phone, you're like, no, you shouldn't ban her, and we start arguing about it. It's believing that the decision that I have made, because I always tell you, I made this decision because of 1, 2, 3. Then you'll be okay. That's a good decision. But if I don't say it,
yeah,
then that's no good.
yeah. So it's we are. I think we are. Marriage is so huge. It's not those things that make a good marriage.
No.
There are so many things that we have done and we do to each other that makes us happy as individuals. So even like as simple things of, we remember when we were young, like when our children were young, we used to go for dates during the day. Because
when they were in school, we used to go for dates.
We would go for a date during the day, and we made that habit. It was very hard at the beginning because we had stopped because of the children and the way it was busy. We had really stopped dating, and we had to be so intentional.
Yeah.
And even now in the evenings, because we can go and our children are older, we are so intentional with our dating life. So I think dating should never end.
Dating should never end.
And it's very difficult when you are starting again. Because you are starting like afresh.
Especially for women. Men, we don't have a lot of problems. Because
it's not about women. It's about you don't know each other. You need to know each other again. Yeah. So we will talk about our dating life. Yes. So next time. So subscribe to us and share your love. Maybe even put an emoji of love. We know we are going in the right direction.
Yes.
And subscribe. And we continue to inspire each other.
And if anything
you want,
if you want to comment something about what we have talked, you can comment, because we are not saying these are the keys to a successful marriage. This is what we try to do so that we can be able to navigate this journey of marriage. Thank you very much for watching us, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.